Okay, this is mad. We've now got hailstones in the middle of June at 38 degrees heat. It is crazy. Ow! Oh, and the lightning. This is madness. Where has this come from? Hi, we're Caroline and Ian, a British couple who gave up work, gave away our possessions, and for the last 3 years have been on a full life van tour.
Almost 4 years.
It is.
It is. It's scary, isn't it? We're now back in Bulgaria.
Yay!
Yay! So come and join us as you see how Christian faith and van life work together
on a wing and a prayer.
Welcome to Bulgaria. What an interesting bit of weather that is. Well, it's come, it's gone. You could tell by the animals when they were barking and what have you, and it sounded like they were all trying to hide and get some safe place. And that's why, as quick as it's come, it's gone.
But we may have lost the gazebo.
No, it's all right.
Oh, it's all right. We've just put it in. Oh, still lightning. This is the hailstones in the middle of June. Look at the garden. It looks like it snowed. Crazy, crazy weather. Good morning. It's the day after the storm, and you can see what damage it's done. So this was from the trees bending like crazy last night in the wind, and there is literally rubbish everywhere. We're going to have to reset up the gazebo and the chairs and everything else, so it's like being back to square one. Just brushing and brushing. That's the sound of Ian brushing in the background. No damage was done. We don't think the gazebo was damaged anyway. But yeah, it came from nowhere, that storm. This is the evidence of how much water came down in just 2 minutes. So probably an inch of water in just 2 minutes. So after 40 minutes of remaking the garden, we have, this is debris. This is just debris from this one area of the trees. We now have the gazebo up and running again. The only damage that we can see that's been caused is a hole at the top, probably friction as it trailed along the ground. And then the other thing is that this arm is a little bit weakened. So Ian's going to start anchoring it down today. We've got plenty of trees and the fence poles. So we're going to anchor it down and hope that that helps. Happy Bulgarian weather. Oh, here we go again. So we've spent all day cleaning up, resetting up the gazebo, and the sky is as black as anything. The wind's getting up and we've got thunder again. So this time we've decided to take the top off the gazebo in the hope that now it won't fly up in the air. But the big problem is, come this way, like crazy English people, we've decided we're having a barbecue tea. So I've only just lit the coals. That's corn on the cob sizzling. But the sky is horrible. Well, the storms have been going on for most of the night, but just very, very gently, just rumbling. And today we've got rain. And I'm actually quite excited. I might just come up here and show you. It's lovely listening to the rain. I'm half under the veranda so I can just feel little spots of it. And we may actually go and take the dog out for a walk in the rain, because obviously this is her favourite, being so cool. How lovely is this? A wet day. Surprises since we've come back to Bulgaria is how lush and green everything is. So at the moment it's cherry harvesting time and the trees are absolutely laden with cherries. They are beautiful. And the other thing that surprised us was the amount of sunflower fields. It feels like we're in the Provence. So the reason for this is that in Europe they actually eat lots and lots of sunflower seeds, instead of crisps really, they just sit nibbling on these. And then the other field that we've seen that is really spectacular is lavender fields as well, which we weren't expecting. So although it's really, really hot, it's absolutely beautiful and lush. I am absolutely loving being back in Bulgaria and mainly back in the house. So I think I am quite a creative person, and certainly if I hadn't done 38 years of nursing, my ideal job would have been textiles and upcycling and designing and things. So this is just giving me such a passion. Anyway, Ian has let me loose on my own project. No interference from him. I could do it all on my own and design it on my own. And guess which room in the house he's given me? None. He's given me, I'll show you. He's given me the outside toilet. So when you're in the garden, it's really hard work. If you're up here working, you have to run all the way down the garden, all the way down there, up the stairs, into the house, just to use the toilet. And this toilet was here, so I thought, oh, I'm having a bit of this, I'm going to get it sorted. So it came as a block of 2. Apparently next doors, this one belongs to next doors, which is that wasteland, and I'll show you kind of what it looked like before I started. I just kicked the door to make sure there's no snakes in there. Oh, I am still a bit scared. So that's what it looked like before. Completely full of rubbish. And what it is, it's what they call a squat and drop. That hole there's where you poop and wee. Now the only difference with ours is it did have a toilet fitted around the squat and drop hole. So are you ready to see my design? I don't know how long it'll last, it'll probably fall apart, but here we go. So I started off by getting rid of all of the cobwebs, brushing all the floor. This was already in, and this is the toilet, which I think is absolutely amazing. So this is concrete, and they've just added this to make it a bit more European, and then put on top of it a normal plastic lid like we'd use. Believe it or not, I have scrubbed it. That's the best you're going to get for a garden toilet. But this is the special bit. There is no water to wash your hands. So I've created one. This is the water that we use in the bus. So we get water, and then this was only £5 from Jumbo. This is a Petra pipe, so it's a chimney pipe. An old flower pot that's been putted to another piece of pipe. Now the beauty with this is, because it's all concrete, you can swish it down, and where that water is running from there to there, that's a natural hole that just goes down the toilet. So, are you ready for this? You do your business, you come over to wash your hands, you press, you wash your hands, and then the water, when you finish washing your hands, naturally, the water naturally runs away down into the toilet, and it's gone. So I've created my own drainage system. Now, to add to this, I decided I wanted a quirky towel rail. So this has cost me nothing so far. This is all stuff we had. So I've found an old garden fork. I'm going to attach that there, and I'm going to use that as a towel rail. How cool is the toilet? You're welcome to use it anytime you're visiting people. So I suppose if you're going to do a job, you should do it properly. So I've decided now, I've scraped all the walls. Oh, there's a shower as well, but that doesn't work. I've scraped the walls, and now I'm going to paint them and then put everything back in again, and then a proper job will have been done.
For goodness sake.
Mr. A is having fun because we have visitors. Hello. This is Tony and Rachel.
And Regan.
That's Tony
and
Rachel.
Regan. Where's Regan?
Under the table.
Under the table. It's a hot one today. It's 31. Regan's just had some ice water. She's got a ball because we're going out walking. So we're going to go and explore and look on the moorland. So come and join us.
Oh yeah, she's coming.
It's so nice to have friends here. Dogs are happy enough together. They keep going in the shade to hide for a little while. We've come up on the moors, and we're actually being given a foraging lesson. So we've learned about the wildflowers, the wild fruit, and what to do with them.
Oh, come and see. Come and see. We have something new today. Something almost very exciting. So we've made all this area, and now, da, 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 here's the beast. So, come see comes out. Nice and easy. You push that in to get it going. Pull the ripcord. Might be that one. And then when I push this one in, it takes off with you. It takes you for a ride. Oh, watch.
is absolutely in his element. His smile looked just like Wallace and Gromit. It was from ear to ear. So
Percy Mower.
Percy Mower. So he's been trying so hard with the equipment that had been left by the last people. The electric strimmer, oh, the patience that man showed. It just kept snapping. 3 swipes and it kept snapping. It was not going anywhere. And the petrol strimmer kept stopping, but the biggest problem with the petrol strimmer is it's full of twigs. We've had storms and all of this area is completely full of twigs, and it just kept getting chewed up. So this is the before and this is the after. Ian's letting the grass go onto the ground because, as you can see, the ground is so very, very dry. We're trying to put the nutrients back in. So we're just letting it fall on the ground in the hope that we can get a little better nutrients into the ground. But here he is, the man and beast. Boys and the toys.
Better watch out.
I think I'll be losing him for a few hours a week, which is not a bad thing. There's a lot of ingenuity in Bulgaria and make do and mend. This is the farmer and he's bringing his hay in. He hasn't got the right equipment, so he's pulled over his truck. He's thrown all of his hay silage on top of the truck. Now he's banging it down and getting more coming up. I love the Bulgarians. Where there's a will, there's a way. I should go and offer them some cold drinks, I think. So this has become the coolest place in the garden. Really nice for just chilling and hanging out. I've put loads of colouring books and puzzle books and things to encourage you. So we've got these recliners to lie on, but the sofa that we took out the van was a no-goer. Problem was, with it being open, rain just flies through here and it was all getting saturated. So we had to dry it out and then put it back. So these bits of wood were in the garden and we've no idea what they were. And Ian has devised 3 little chairs out of them. Excellent. Have a look at this. So these were the wood. We didn't know whether it was a table or what. And then Ian found these little decking boards. He's then got some logs from his wood pile and he's turning them into tiny little seats. And they're really, really comfy in here, especially with it being so low.
You dare to sit on one of these?
I sat on one and actually had a drink and it was beautiful. You do need a cushion on them, but the position of them being tilted forward is very good posture. Show us your new drill, Mr. A.
What do you think of that?
I think it's superb. Thank you so much.
What a hard life.